Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Deshauna here to talk about some friggin' questions. I don't know, I'm not really talking about books that much. This is the small Booktuber tag, and I forgot to write down the originator, but I was tagged by Jade over at Bedtime Bookworm back in freaking March. Yeah, I'm real behind on tags. It's whatever. But okay, number one is introduce yourself. I'm Deshauna, and I do still consider myself a small booktuber. I know that booktube doesn't get like crazy like million subscriber numbers, but you know, there's a lot of people that are in the few thousand, you know, tens of thousands of subscribers, and I have like 800 some, so I'm small for sure still. But yeah, I am 32 years old. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. I am from Michigan originally. I've been out here for about 6.5 years, and I love the freaking sunshine. I have a cat named Lily, and I don't know, that's all. Number two is how long have you been on Booktube? So June was a year, so just over a year. Number three is the types of videos that you make. I make bookish videos, and I mean, I do all the things, the Booktube things. I do hauls, I do wrap-ups. I do not do monthly wrap-ups because, I don't know, it's like too much pressure to like, gotta get it done at the end of the month. So I just started doing recent wrap-ups, and every 5 or so books I read, I'll do a wrap-up. And that has been so much better for me than doing the monthly wrap-ups, because that was just, like I said, it was like pressure, stressing me out. I don't like being stressed. I do everything I can to not be stressed. I don't do TBRs because I don't really like TBRs, unless it's like a readathon TBR, but like monthly TBRs, I don't really do that because I'm such a mood reader anyways. I did it once and didn't read like any of the books that I put on my TBR, so I gave up on that real quick. I do library hauls as well as book hauls. Pretty much all my book hauls are used books. And then I'll do tons of tags, like I said, and vlogs here and there. I'm still not super great at being all comfortable while vlogging, but I'll do it every now and then, like my bookstore adventure vlogs. Number four is what do you like about Booktube? I like talking about books, and as pretty much 99% of the population here on Booktube can attest to and agree with, there's not a ton of people in my real life who love reading at the level that I do. I have a couple friends that do like to read pretty avidly, but number one, they don't read quite as much as me. They have like children and husbands and stuff and like lives. But also they live back in Michigan. They're my two best friends. So I don't really have anybody here. And that's why I started Booktube. I do actually have somebody here now because we met via Booktube, and that is the other thing I really love about Booktube is the community. There's a handful of people actually on Booktube who all are in the Phoenix area, and we've hung out. I've only went and hung out with them once because the other time I was busy, but one person in particular I'm like pretty good friends with, Elliot Brooks, and she's just a gem, and we met from Booktube. I just saw her videos. She's a bigger channel than me, and I commented one day when she made a comment about being in the Phoenix area because, oh, she went to one of the bookstores that I was like, oh my God, like I know that bookstore. I live in Phoenix too. And then we just started talking and met up, and now we've hung out a few times, and yeah, she's like a genuine friend. And just the community in general, even people that you don't get to meet in real life. Like I have other people that I've met on Booktube who I would consider like genuine actual friends, even though I've never met them and they live pretty far away. Yeah, I just love the sense of community that there is on Booktube in general. All right, number five is what types of books do you read? Primarily fantasy, as you can probably tell if you're glancing. Well, you can't really see that many of my books, but fantasy for sure. I like high fantasy, adult high fantasy, I like YA fantasy, I like urban fantasy, I like paranormal, all the things. I do like sci-fi, I just don't read like a crap ton of it, but I enjoy it. I don't like love it, but I enjoy it. A thriller every now and then, literary fiction every now and then. Ian McEwan is one of my all-time favorite authors. Some nonfiction here and there, but yeah, primarily fantasy. And guys, listen, like if you're new to Booktube in general, like you can find channels that talk about whatever you are into. Fantasy is definitely like, you know, saturating the market or whatever, and on Booktube it's reflected. There's a lot of us that love fantasy, but if you don't love fantasy, you don't want to watch us talk about fantasy, there's tons of other people. You just have to search. Just type it in the search bar, you'll find somebody. Type in like one of your favorite books or one of your favorite authors and like Booktube, and you'll be able to find people talking about them, I promise. Number 6 is your favorite video that you've made. I don't know that I have one necessarily. I had a lot of fun doing my mom tag Q&A with my mom. That was really cool to do. She was such a good sport. I also really liked the Library 411 tag that I made with Stephanie at This Unicorn Reads, and all the videos I made for the library Love-a-thon that I did also with Stephanie. It was just kind of like a in April, month-long celebration of libraries because it was National Library Month, and I had a lot of fun doing that. Number 7 is to tag some fellow small booktubers, and I didn't freaking write anybody down. I can't think, there's a few channels that like I'm newer to subscribing to, and I can see their face and hear their voice, but I cannot remember their channel name right now. And then there's a couple other ones that I can think of that I think I'm gonna tag unless they've been tagged already or done the video already. So I'm just gonna put them in the description below. I'm not gonna say out loud because I don't know right now. So just look down below to see if you are tagged and to check out the other people that I have tagged because I tagged them for a reason. They're small and you should check them out and see if you like their content. I do. All right, guys, that is all for the small booktuber tag. Thank you, Jade, for tagging me. Sorry it took me like freaking half a year to do the tag, but it's cool, right? As always, thank you so much for your time, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.